All right, Gambling Goats, welcome back and thanks for coming. Preseason's finally done. We had a great week last week. Johnny Levitt reporting to you live with my buddy Shea here.
Hey, yeah, awesome week there, Johnny. We both had a decent week. Some of us better than others. Not going to get into that right away. But preseason's done. We're back. We're ready to go for some NFL action.
That's right. That's right. We're going to go over our picks last week, get them out into the open, air out our dirty laundry, and then we'll go over our season's picks for over and unders for 5 teams this season. And then we might talk shop for a bit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good season. A lot of big news coming out of the NFL in the last couple days. But yeah, like Johnny said, we're going to go over our picks from last week, air that dirty laundry out. Both of us had a decent week, but one of us stood out. Johnny, why don't you take it away and tell the people what they want to hear?
Good. So I made some money last week, which was great. Going through my picks that I gave out, I was 11 out of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. So I was 11 out of 15. 73%. Let's get into it. So I had Lions money line. They had the Colts until the fourth quarter. Colts came up, put 18 points. What do you do? Good game. It's fucking preseason. I took the dog Steelers, who got pumped, which only goes to benefit what I was saying about them in the podcast, saying I don't like them anymore anyway, so fuck them too. Jets pushed, so not really even a loss. Chiefs money line, easy win. Ravens -4, easy win. Bills money line, easy win. Bears money line, easy win. Chargers, again, underdogs, didn't get it. The over did. Jags money line 1. Dolphins money line 1. San Fran 1. Patriots 1. Browns 1. Tampa 1. Pretty good picks. As for my tickets, I actually laid down a honeybee's nest here, or a honey hole, whatever you want to call it, on Tampa and Patriots. I laid down 5 units and came up over 1,000, which was unreal. And then I also hit a couple parlays, which for 500, and that those were pretty nice too. I'll see if I can pull it up quick here. 1 for 42. I don't have to. What about you, Shea? You get into your week.
Listen, man, that's a big week for the guy there. The guy's been coming in hot with his picks this last couple weeks here. And you know what? We were telling you guys all along, we know football. Football's the time to make some money. Football's the time to make some money. I didn't pick very many money line picks like Johnny did there, but I went a lot against the spread. A couple over unders. I had a decent week. I was 8 for 15. It's above 50%. I'm happy with that. If anything over 50%, you're still making a little bit of money here. First game up there, I had Chargers plus 5.5 at Seahawks. Chargers got pumped, man. That wasn't even a close game. But I believe I said in the podcast, if Russell Wilson's playing, which he did a little bit in the first quarter, I would have been on the Seahawks. That was just a stupid mistake on my part there. Next game up, I had Jaguars -3.5. That covered. The Packers-Bills game, I actually didn't take a bet in this game. My pick would have been to the over, but it didn't hit anyways, so there's another loss for the kid. I had the Ravens, Washington, Ravens -4. That covered. Eagles, Jets. This was by far my favorite pick in the whole match. Eagles, Jets. I picked the over 33.5. Both teams end up with 31 points in a tie, and I am cashing that ticket to the bank.
That was a great pick.
Right? Great pick. Shitty defenses, okay offenses. Eagles came out for blood. Good to go.
Fun game to watch.
Fun game to watch. Lots of points. Points. Vikings, Chiefs. I had Chiefs -4. Easy cash. Or no, they didn't cash that. Vikings made a charge back in the late fourth quarter and blew that -4. So, can't win them all, but that was a close one. Chiefs should have won that game. That's a tough beat for me. I had a couple tough beats this week.
You did. It was, didn't we all?
Oh, man. Rams Broncos, Rams plus 8.5, easy bet. Too many points to be laying in preseason. Browns at Falcons. Browns minus 5.5. The line ended up closing at 6, and I still took a -6 as well. That covered as well. We had Dolphins Bengals. I was actually on the Bengals. Didn't work out so well for me on that one. I thought there would be a little bit more of a show from Joe Burrow, but nothing really going there. Raiders 49ers. I took 49ers minus 3.5. That's an easy cover. Bears Titans. So on the podcast, I gave you guys out Titans +2. The line ended up closing Titans +3, which would have been a push. But I'm honest, and I'll say I took the Titans +2. You know, that's a loss. They lost that by 1 point. Another tough beat for me there. So there's 2 on the week. Bucks Titans, Bucks -4, easy cash. You know, I was right about the Colts all along. Took the Colts -2. They came back in the fourth quarter and covered that. Steelers Panthers, I was wrong again. Steelers +4. They weren't even close. They got blown out. But the biggest beat I took this entire weekend, Johnny, was the Patriots Giants game. We talked after that game. You know how pissed off I was.
Again,
12
spread.
seconds left. 12 seconds left. Patriots are up by 8. Why are they taking timeouts with 2 minutes left and then kicking a field goal from midfield and give the Giants back a chance? So they came down, scored a touchdown with 12 seconds left to blow apart that -3.5 for my Pats. So they still got the win, but, you know, stupid mistakes cost some people some money there, you know?
You know, I can't gloat about this money because if they would have got the extra 2 points, they would have screwed my 5 units on the Bucks and Patriots game. It would have screwed my money line ticket. And this is why, you know, coming back to that one ticket that I cashed out because it's money line. It went Colts, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Bucks, 49ers, Patriots, Browns, $22. Cashed out at $3.90. And that was during Cleveland's game, which ended up being a win. I just, you know, that $3.90 off $20 is great. So I took that. And thank God Patriots won. But it was close. And you know, hats off to Giants because they were pushing the ball up real well. What was that quarterback's name that threw that Hail Mary?
Oh, I don't even know.
Looks like a tall, skinny stick. He reminds me of an actor.
He was a third-string quarterback, but he came back to beat, well, you know, blow the spread for the Pats in the last 12 seconds, which is never a good look for, you know, a team that's coming into their own with their new rookie quarterback getting the starting job. Hey, my boy Mac Jones. Hold it here first on the podcast.
But again, here, like money lines hit. Money lines are big hits here, so I'm pretty happy. Let's get into our picks going into this season. I know we've got 5 teams each picked, going for the over/under, how many games they're going to win. And then let's get into it. I'll go into my first pick, and I like Cleveland Browns. The over/under is 10.5. I see them getting just 10 wins. I see them going about 10-7, just under the Ravens in the AFC North. So it's really close. I'm taking the under. I just don't think they're going to get it together this year again.
You know what, man? That's a tough team to pick.
Very tough.
I was looking at the Browns there, but I was looking at their schedule, man.
I'm not taking easy picks. People want to know, what do you think about the Browns? You know, people want to know Baker Mayfield. They want to know what you think about these stars. And I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to get it together.
You know what, man?
I think the Ravens are going to be hot in the North.
I like that take. I was looking at their schedule, and they got a tough schedule down the road at the end of the season there. So, you know, picking the Browns on the under, that's a ballsy one, but I like it, Johnny. That's a ballsy play, but I like it.
Under on the Cleveland Browns, I'm saying they go 10-7. The under's at 10.5. I'm playing it real tight.
I like it, buddy.
Teams are getting better this year. There's other teams getting a lot better this year. I don't think Cleveland Browns getting better.
You know what? I think they're pretty stagnant on their offense. Well, we didn't really see much of Baker in the preseason. We didn't see much of Chubb and Hunt in the preseason. They're dual threat wideouts with Beckham and Landry.
Don't get me wrong. I love Cleveland. I'm going to have money on them winning games this year. I just wanted to pick the under. It's my number.
I like it, man.
Get off my back. What's your
Well, for my first pick, I think we all know where I'm going with this one. It's pretty easy in
Patriots?
my book. Yes, sir. We're going
Yeah,
New England Patriots over
of
under
course.
9.5 wins this season. I touched on it earlier. They got a new rookie quarterback with Mac Jones. That I'm
Mac
not gonna
Jones.
I'm not gonna say I called it, but I called
You
it.
did call it. I was
Um,
gonna say it for you.
Cam Newton got the boot. He's
Boot
done.
gone.
Gone. Free agent.
Bye, Felicia.
See you later.
Wow. And with his COVID thing, I don't think anyone's going to pick him up. Even the bad teams, you've got, mature coaches. They're not just going to do that to their team this close to season.
Well, I could see if somebody goes down on an injury, he's a good quarterback that they could look at signing. And even the Houston Texans could be a good spot just to kind of, help out with that whole Watson situation that's going on there. But like you said, man,
That's
I
tough.
agree with you. I think he's kind of a cancer to the locker room, and I just, I don't see it being a good fit anywhere else in the NFL. The Patriots have a very versatile offense. We got a couple of new additions on the wide receiving core, and the tight ends are unreal. And I got a couple words for you here, Johnny. Have you ever heard of a guy named Bill Belichick? You've never heard of Bill Belichick?
Billy
Well,
boy.
let me tell you about this coach. He's going first ballot Hall of Fame to the NFL Hall of Fame. He's hands down the best coach in the NFL. There's no way he doesn't get this team turned around, looking fired up for this young
Mac Jones.
quarterback coming in. Mac Jones is unreal. High on Mac Jones. Ordered my jersey last night. It's coming in the mail.
If he doesn't get injured, you never know. I got them. Sorry, I like where you're going with this. What's your pick?
Listen, so let me break it down for you. So the Patriots have 8 games against teams that are sub 500 teams, like the Jets, the Cowboys. They actually played the Jets twice. They got the Panthers, they got the Falcons, they got the Colts, they got the Jaguars. So they have 8 games against sub 500 teams. Those are easy wins. So we're at 8 games already. We got another 7 games left in this season. If they can be anywhere in 2-7 in those last 7 games, and those are tight games against, division opponents like Miami and Buffalo. If they can cover just 2 of those games, we hit that over 10 games. We're laughing.
Yeah, you know what? That East, I see them right under the Bills as well. 10-7 is a good call. If Patriots, they have a good team. They have a good coach. They've got a young quarterback who seems to have the locker room fired up. I love to see it. Making plays happen. Love to see it. So I see them falling just under the Bills. I see them over the Dolphins.
Well, so they're right there. It's going to be a tight division. I think the Jets are out of it, so those are easy wins.
Yeah,
But
that's a lot.
they play the Dolphins twice and they play the Bills twice this year. So if they can win 2 out of those 4 games just in the division, that's an easy 10. That's an easy over. I'm taking the Patriots and over 9.5.
Good call.
What's your second game up there, big fella?
My second game, Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. Who doesn't want to hear about Dallas Cowboys? Yeehaw, Dak Prescott. Over and under 9.5. They just did a documentary on them or whatever it's called on
Hard Knocks.
Is it HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it? Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, yeah.
Yeah. Is it good? Did you watch any of it?
I watched a couple episodes, but then it got kind of dry for me.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't have enough time to watch, and if I did, I'd probably hate it. So, I've got just to be simple, under 9.5. Where do I got Cowboys here? Looking it up. Well, not very good if I have them under 9.5. Again, taking the under on the Cowboys. I really don't think they're going to be anything fired up this year.
Yeah, I personally have the Cowboys listed as like one of those sub 500 teams.
I've got Washington. Yeah, I've got Washington taking that the NFC East here again. I think Philadelphia and Giants are both going to beat them out again. I see that they went 6-10 last year. I don't see them doing too much better. Maybe 7-9, but the under 9.5 felt very safe for the Cowboys, and that's what I'm going to ride.
Now, how do you feel about Dak feeling healthy now? Is that going to waver you at all?
Sounds great, dude. Did you see? Do you remember what happened to him?
Oh man, his leg snapped.
How's Alex Smith doing? He came back pretty fired up, but
he also took 2 seasons to come back.
I don't know. Dak's got the bag. Jerry Jones loves him. I don't understand why he's getting paid so much or why he's even still there. Like, it's a total rebuild. They're wasting a lot of money. Everyone wants to believe in it. I'm not going to. I just think that every other team's getting harder. You know, Washington's defense, Jesus, like, you know, you're not going up against anything easy here. It's not going to be given to you. Philadelphia, you know, they might have a shit team. I don't want to go up and play Philadelphia. That's a tough place to be.
It sure
Philadelphia
is, man.
don't fuck around. Yeah, man, craziness. So, you know, with that being said, I think the Cowboys are going to be under 9.5. Maybe they get 8, but I don't see them getting 10 wins going to playoffs. I don't see it this season at all. That's the easiest pick I had at all. What's your next pick?
All right, so my next pick, buddy, and it's going to be a team that I'm going to be fading all season long because
Fade.
I'm looking at their schedule right now, and it's a tough schedule, man. Like, you know, they play the Bills, they play the Patriots, they play the Rams, they play the Titans twice, they play, you know, San Fran, Seattle, Cleveland. Anywho, man, this is a team we're going to be fading all year long, and it's the Houston Texans. So the Houston Texans, they're an issue. They have big distractions with Watson going on. That locker room is in shambles. And they have a tough schedule, man. Having 11 games against teams with winning records. That's no recipe for winning a lot of games here. The over/under set at 4.5. You know, they have a chance at winning 6 games, I'd say, looking at the schedule, two against Jacksonville. Indy's going to be tight games, but I think Indy's going to probably walk away with those. They play the Jets, which I think is going to be the bottom of the barrel kind of game going on.
Won't be putting any money on Texans versus Jets.
Know who
wins.
So if they don't win the 2 games in their division against Indy, then I'd say the under is the play here. I can only see them max winning 4 games, and I really even doubt that they'll win 4 games. So it's set at 4.5. I'm taking the Houston Texans under.
Wow, big call. That's going to be tight, man. I could see them going like 4-13 this season, but and that's what I do see them doing. But it's very, again, close, just like my Cleveland pick. Nice pick though, very tight. Love it. Going to the next one. I'm going into the Titans here.
Ooh, you like
Tennessee Titans. I do, man. I think they had a great push last year. The year before, they've been contenders. They've been close. I think Tannehill's really stepping up. He's making unreal throws. Their depth's getting better. Their running game is the best. They have a strong defense. I have them at the top of the AFC South over the Colts, Jaguars, and Texans. I see them going 11-6. It's close, 9.5, but I see them going 11-6, and that's my number. So I'm taking the over on Tennessee Texans.
That's some good math.
I even last pod I was saying, like, this might be like a nice little underdog here. I've got a little bit of money on them winning the Super Bowl, just because they've got a very deep team.
I agree, man. I agree. And let's be honest here. Once it hits that cold weather, who wants to tackle Derrick Henry in the cold?
No. So, I like that over with 9.5 for Tennessee Titans.
Perfect, buddy. I like that pick. Actually, that was one of the other ones I was looking at as well. I'm glad you brought that up because that's going to be your team this year, I think, buddy.
I'm going to try to make a lot of money off them.
Always do. That's what we're about here, making some money. My next team up here is I got the Washington football team. Now, let's be honest here. They're not in a good division. But I see them sweeping their division games. Like, they have 2 games against the Giants, they got 2 games against the Cowboys, and they got 2 games against Philly. So that's 6 wins right there. The over-under set at 8.5. And then they also play the Raiders. They play the Falcons. You know, if they could win those 2 games, we're sitting at 8. So we got
What's the over?
It's at 8.5.
Well, that's a great number.
it's a great number. So if their defense can step it up, like if Chase Young goes lights out in one of these big games against, maybe New Orleans, maybe the Chargers in week 1, maybe even the Seahawks, if he can get to Russell Wilson and make some big plays, we got Washington that could hit that 9, maybe even 10 win mark this season. So I like Washington. I think they're going to sweep the division. So I think that's a free 6 wins right off the bat, from week 13 to 18. I think they're going to win 6 games in a row just going into playoffs. They could be the hottest team going into playoffs here, winning 6 games in a row, getting that wild card spot and being punching
big win streak.
Right?
Love it.
So,
I do have Washington at the top of their division as well, so that's a nice pick.
Thanks, buddy.
Holy, we're giving out great picks.
Right? Like, we're looking good, man. Like,
soon people are going to have to start paying, but if you follow us, like, subscribe, we got more in the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, next pick is the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Love the Buffalo Bills. Probably my second favorite team in the NFL. Is the second favorite team in the NFL. Over under 10.5. I think it's an easy over. I think Buffalo's had a great season last year. I love what I'm seeing from their core team depth all the way back to Josh Allen. I think they're hungry, man. I remember watching Diggs stand out there. That's still sitting with me, let alone that locker room. So, I felt like they got robbed a bit last season or last playoffs there, and they're coming in fucking swinging. I think they're gonna have a great season. Excuse my French. Easily 12-5 team this year. So over 10.5. I think Buffalo Bills are gonna make a run for it this year as well.
You know what, man? I got a soft spot for the Buffalo Bills. I know they're in my division. They're against my Patriots, but I got a soft spot for this team.
I love Buffalo.
They got probably the best fan base in the NFL. They're out there smashing tables, having a great old time.
We gotta go to a game this season.
Man, if I could go to the States and if I had a passport, I would be all over that anytime. Yeah, listen.
Okay, let's keep that going. Wow.
That's a hot take right there.
Passport? Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I got like a 13-year one because I didn't want to renew that shit. You can get like 6 or 13 years. You get like the 13 year.
I haven't had a passport since I was 12. So, I mean.
Wow. That and vaccinated. So I guess I'll be the only one going to the States.
Yeah, you can FaceTime me there.
Cool. What's your next pick here?
So my next pick, buddy, this one is a kind of a weird one. I was looking at the number. They got the Atlanta Falcons sitting at 7.5 games winning. That's a weird number for me. I'm looking at their schedule, and they got Murderers Row coming up, like near the end of the season. They got the Bucks, Panthers, 49ers,
7.5?
Saints. Yeah, 7.5. And you know what? They're not the best team in this division. They're actually probably the worst team in this division. They got they're in a rebuild. It's just one of those things where it's like their defense is questionable at best. Their D-line and their secondaries have a lot of issues. They do put up a lot of points. So don't get me wrong. Like you said, you normally get screwed by the Atlanta Falcons and the Seahawks. They're the two birds. But you know what? There's only 3 teams that they could go kind of either way and win it. Maybe lose, maybe win. And that's what I'm thinking at the Giants, Jets game and the Cowboys game. But again, those aren't against good teams, but they're against teams that are similar caliber to the Falcons. So they got them sitting at 7.5. I think they're going to go 0-6 in their division against Carolina, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans. I don't see them winning any of those 6 games against those teams in their division. They're going to be last place in their division. I'm going to take the under 7.5 wins.
Yeah, nice. Saints, Bucks, Panthers. Yeah,
it's a tough division, man.
So I hear that. And then I guess we only have one pick left, and I'm going with my favorite team, Green Bay Packers.
Hey, there it is.
Haven't loved seeing the preseason, but I do love the chemistry. I love Aaron Rodgers. Speaking of hungry and still wanting it from last year, you can't tell me they don't, especially having it at home field too and losing. Tough to watch. The Bucks came out on top. What can I say? I had Buffalo over Kansas. I had Green Bay over Tampa last year. not the way it worked out. You can't bet with your heart, guys. You got to bet fucking strategically. Don't bet with your heart. So next time, if you ever hear us betting on Bills or Patriots and Green Bay, probably fade our bets sometimes.
The Patriots, because the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl.
Okay. Anyways, Green Bay over 10.5. I see them going back for more, so I'm taking the over on Green Bay as well. 12-13 wins this season. Let's get it.
I like that, man. You know what? And Green Bay's got a decent team, man. They got a good wide receiver core. Finally, they got Aaron Jones on the running back still. And let's be honest here, they got the reigning MVP. He's finally coming out. He's finally gonna play. He didn't play all preseason, but he's gonna ball out, dude. That guy's unreal. Aaron Rodgers, man.
MVP, baby.
Let's go.
Is your camera okay, or is it just on my side?
I can see you. Can you see me?
Okay, beautiful. No, keep going. Sorry about
that. All right.
Cool. What's so Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay for me? What's your last pick?
So my last pick, buddy, and you know what? You're gonna hate this one because they're the team that beat your Packers last year.
Bucks.
Oh yeah, we're going with the Tampa Bay Bucks and my boy, handsome Tom Brady.
That's a tough one.
You know, so they got the over/under set at 11.5 wins for this Bucks team, and you know what, man? They got a relatively easy schedule. There's only five games that I think they could lose or kind of be close back and forth games, and that's against the Rams, Dolphins, Saints, Bills, and Saints.
So Saints don't have Drew anymore.
Yes, but it's still a division game. They always play hard in division game. They're going to win their division, I think. I could see them maybe, 4-2, 5-1 in the division. Go with a split game with the Saints there. But anywho, so I got them winning this, covering this easily. There's 13 games against weaker opponents like the Eagles, the Falcons, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Colts, so they don't really have a tough schedule. And yeah, so I'm taking Tom and company, and we're going to cover this 11.5. I see it being like a 13-win season for the Bucks. And let's face Johnny's Green Bay Packers in the playoffs again and eliminate them.
Well, let's bring it on. We'll see what happens. So there's our picks. Those are our teams, the over-unders. It's going to be a great season. I'm really excited about. I guess it's next Thursday, next week.
Next Thursday,
starting off with Tampa and Cowboys. So, that'll be one loss for Cowboys, one pickup for your Bucks right off the bat. Good morning. Right. So, yeah, getting into this season, pretty excited. I don't know. Definitely love some teams more than others. There's a lot of teams we can definitely fade this season. One pick I'll let everyone into right now is I'm doing I like some of the unders there. There's a lot of points being given out for these first games. I don't necessarily think teams are going to have their shit together. There's going to be interceptions. There's going to be missed throws, missed plays, a lot of back and forth. Getting over 50 points is going to be pretty tough for some of these teams first weekend. Week 2, week 3, I can definitely see a lot more over starting to hit. So I'm going to ride some unders this week.
Yeah,
you guys can figure it out for yourself, but I'm going to make some money on some unders. That's for sure.
I like that, man. I like that. And let's see if we can keep this hot streak going for Johnny, man. The guy's been lights out on all of his picks so far. From what I hear, he's got a pretty good slate for this win totals this year too, as well. So we're going to do that. Make sure to like and follow, subscribe on YouTube. We're also going to be, getting the Instagram all fired up.
We're getting going here. It's football season. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, get on the herd early, okay? Be our goats. We're all goats. We're all going to make some money. It's going to be, this is a real deal. People put it out there. You get these Instagram people messaging you daily about their picks and paying for it. Honestly, I've had conversations with all of them, and their picks suck. Their picks suck. We're putting this out there, and you guys can see for free, and maybe like some merch, subscribe. We can talk football. Comment any questions you have, anything you'd like us to talk about. We like to listen. We like to hear some things.
For sure, man, for sure. I'm feeling this big over-unders coming in nice. And we're just gonna be full fires on football season here. Make some money. Let's go.
And our first sponsor, I'd just like to say, is Basketball Rats. Basketballrats.com. Check their stuff out for merchandise. Basketball Rats. Okay, basketballrats.com. Look at that. That's Allen Iverson Sixers, and they're two rats playing ball. If you're a hooper, you like basketball, go to basketballrats.com.